Hello, everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back to my channel. We're back again in the direction. This video to you, maybe it may appear as an emotional moment to you. To me, it's not because I already know what it means. I already know what it takes. I understand that our people are facing internal enemy than external enemy. And one of the enemy of you as an Igbo speaking person is politicians, Igbos, governors, senators, and what have you. They are your enemies. I am not calling for their head, please. I'm not saying you should go against them and start throwing stones at them, but do all you can to avoid them and disassociate yourself from them because they don't care about you. They don't represent you. In fact, they are your number one enemy. Without them, you wouldn't be where you are today as a people. Without evil politicians, you will not be where you are as a people. And once one of us appear to be a politician as a governor, that person will automatically change and begin to appear to be a lion against your existence. So now, after my live broadcast later hour, it's quite late from my end, and I tried to to scan through on social media to know what is going on, and I found out that there's a post trending about history that Nigeria have introduced a history book to the secondary school curriculum, and I think from JS1 they published a very little document of history, presented it to Minister of Education, and it has all have been approved. Both the writer and the Minister of Education and everything are Yorubas. Yorubas are the number one enemy of Igbo. Quote me anywhere. Yorubas are number one enemy of Igbo, even more enemy than Fulani. That you hear about identity crisis is originated by Yorubas. Okay? You talk about the marginalization is originated by Yorubas. When we talk about the Kwashoko, that is now a history, the Yorubas. Awolowo did it, even though the coup was to bring him as to the limelight, to make him a president or what a prime minister then. But at the end of the day, Igbos pay dearly. They don't confront you physically, but they're the one opening door for those confronting you to confront you. They know how to insult our people, and they are the one crying that you don't respect them. Why all these things? Because of fear of your what you cannot do, your achievement, because they want to curtail your SSS, pretending to be this and that, but they are your number one enemy. Now, this Tinubu regime will serve as an example in the life of Igbo people. Continually, it will last forever. Now, when I said politicians are the problem of Igbo, not only politicians, some of our brothers who are not even politicians, enablers, they are also your problem. I will tell you, for example, Leo Deche. Leo Deche is one carrying and wearing your Tinubu's clothes as Jagaban, right? The same Leo Deche come from Anambra, where Peter Obi, who claimed he want to contest for the president, he come from. I'm not a fan of Peter Obi. I'm not a fan of Igbo presidency. What I'm trying to tell you is that you need to identify your problem for you to know how to solve it, how to tackle it. Without it, you end up, running around without making any headway. Without your freedom, you will end up as a slave. And those who will sell you as a slave are those who are supposed to have helped you to have something to offer. Who would have those everybody would have expected them to be the one to defend you, but they cannot defend you because they have the vow not to defend you, and in fact they are gonna sell you for money making purposes. But here is what you need to understand: Yorubas are taking advantage of that to humiliate you as an Igbo person and insult you. Before you transfer your anger on Yorubas, start from home. Yes, start from home. Your politicians are weak, coward, and senseless. It doesn't matter the qualification. It doesn't matter what is written on their document. The practical terms, they are nowhere to be found. Now, let's quickly scan through this because I don't want to waste much of your time, and I want to encourage you to like this particular video and subscribe to the channel. Before I present to you some of the things that we have for you this hour, remember that the only option is total freedom of Biafra, independence. That is how to you have to replan yourself. The system is against you to the extent that you cannot manage it. Unless if you're good in living like a slave, of course they will eventually start. If you the way things are going now, time will come when they will start using you as able people to bury Oba of Lagos, Oba of Yoruba Obas. They will start using you to bury them. The way things are going, because nobody's speaking for you, nobody's acting for you. Anybody that have voice will use it negatively against our people. And the same thing applicable to those who are agitated. In the midst of agitations, you see how people who are more deadly and more brutal, more wicked and senseless than even politicians in the southeast. We saw what is going on in DOS, DOS IPOB and DOS now. DOS are dragging the movement from the Amazon formed from Amazon without even. It's not as if they're going to use it to do anything better for our people. Not at all. The level of criminality is second to none. Look at Ifa Ejiofor now, a lawyer to Masamune Kano now, dragging Masamune Kano's IPOB and agitation with him, trying to influence everything. The crime of Masamune Kano is hiring him as his lawyer. Now he's not dragging anything after putting Masamune Kano in prison. Now listen, I am not here to tell you who put Masamune Kano in prison, but I'm just telling you that after Masamune Kano has been sentenced, they all now have voice to attack Masamune Kano, and likely so because Kano Takano and Masamune Kano families once supported them when they were attacking other people, PM for example. I'm not here to, I don't want to defend, but I just want to recall those things for your own good so you can relate with what is happening now, because without it, you go nowhere. Now, the history book is here. Living History Junior Secondary School 1, okay? The author, Yoruba, Minister of Education, Yoruba, approved as Yoruba and everything. Then it will shock you that everything about Igbo was taken away from this. He shaking and everything appeared there, but Igbos did not. What is more insulting than that? Now, am I happy? No. Am I worried? No. I'm not worried because I know that they did not put the history. They did not put Igbos in that history. Maybe because they know that Igbos are no longer with them in Nigeria. But dragging other tribes that actually in the different territory is a story for another day. All right. Now, it could be because they know that you guys are no longer in Nigeria. Your freedom is here. All right. And to some of you who are not happy with that, like I'm not happy because you have to put the history. Whether you are in Nigeria or not, as long as you want to talk about Nigeria, whether Biafra has gone or not, you have to tell your people history of what you did to our people, share the history. Now, here is the Minister of Education, the man that approved it, a Yoruba man, and the authors are Yoruba, like I told you. When you pay close attention here, there's what is circled here. Okay, that is the name of the authors. And like what I can see here is it is Kunu. He said Sekure, I think Yoruba person, and Olajide, Yoruba, and Taiwo. These are authors of this particular book. It's not as if this book cannot be, preached. Okay, but the thing is that where is Igbos in your so-called book? You are living with natural resources that come from Igbo to build the Nigerian as of today. If you want to hands off, you need to hands off on everything once and for all. And this is to tell you that they are doing what they're doing deliberately. Now, this person said, because I'm going to bring it to you the way it is. This person said, how did a textbook omitting one of the pillars of the Nigerian society get approval for use in secondary school across the nation? You ask. Okay, this person is asking, how is this book omitted one of the pillar of the Nigerian society get approved? This book get approved for use in secondary school across nation. You ask, like you may ask that. May the current Minister of Education observe his name and that of the author. Tomorrow they will preach unity and patriotism to you. Like I told you, the name is everything Yoruba, Yoruba, Yoruba throughout, right? Now, when you go back, because this is not the only thing, this is not the only thing. Here, people have reacted on that. I would think I need to start from down here. Let me start from down here. Like Joseph Okechukwu made publication and said, can anyone please confirm this? Can anyone please confirm this to this? Can anyone please confirm this? Send confirmation to King's email, or shot me a DM. Thanks. Or shoot me a DM. Now, hear this from this our brother.
The Civil War.
Listen.
But, Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Yeah, you heard it. Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Get angry all you like, but they are just all mouth and no depth, just mouth. Because if they are not, why should this be happening in Nigeria right now? Why should this be happening? You know how they told us that they removed history from the Nigerian curriculum because they didn't want sentiment, because of the war, the Civil War. But history just got to be introduced to the Nigerian educational system. And guess what? Guess what we put inside here? See, before now, my son came and asked me, I said, Dad, I thought Igbos were the third biggest tribe in Nigeria. I said, yes. I said, how come there is no Igbo in their history book? I was shocked. The history of all the major tribes in Nigeria. We have the Hausa state, Kanuri Empire, Nupe, Igala, Yorubas, Bini Kingdom, Epic, Niger Delta, and Shekiri. No Igbo. Or a tribe that has almost 5 to 6 states in Nigeria. No Igbo whatsoever. But the painful part of it is that, you see this Epic here? No, I bet, every group of no vessel. They see this Epic here. Then put them on purpose. It was put here on purpose to let Igbos know that we know what we're doing and we are worthless. The school revised. This is the junior secondary school revised standard edition. JS1. The funny part is that our biggest flex as Igbos is just 2 things: to build houses and paint them white so we can show them every December on Twitter or social media. And of course, name our children Jewish names. That's the only thing that we know how to do best right now. Because if this is happening, we have been erased from our history. Rubbish.
Now, you can see the pen. Where is the solution? Where is the solution? Tomorrow you see an Igbo man defending this. Yorubas will be laughing. When I said we need Mossad, I'm not saying that by out of mistake. Mossad is they works in so many ways. Pure intelligent information, articulating the plan ahead and work towards it, clearing the ways to get things done the way it's supposed to be. Now, this our sister is also made throw some light on that as well. She said, okay, this person said, who has read the history book? If true, such book must not be used in Igbo land. But the person saying that you don't know that you are conquered. The person that is going to approve it is your governor, because they hold them, all of them, in Obrokos. They have nothing to write home about. Crazy, mental, sick, mad, I don't know, some may say even demented people. They don't have anything to offer. One of the worst human beings ever are Igbo politicians. Listen.
The Nigerian government have approved a history textbook that excludes the Igbo nation. They approved a history textbook that excludes the Igbo nation. The second largest tribe in Nigeria. That's the second. The first largest tribe in Nigeria, because we are the largest tribe. We are everywhere in the world, everywhere in Nigeria. They excluded us from the history book. You will have seen it. They are trying to erase us from the history. so that in the next generation, people will see us as minorities. Meanwhile, we are the largest ethnic group. Since they have erased us from the history book, when are we getting our referendum? When? It means that we are not part of them. It means that we are not one of them. So when are we getting our referendum? Advocate for because it's very clear that these people are trying, and it's so why the whole. This is very, very wrong in every aspect. Just imagine the history book or make sense. Does it make sense at all? This is unacceptable, and we refuse it and we reject it. Even if this history book is only taught in other regions, it's still wrong. It's still very wrong.
Now, in my own is to tell you the truth and suggest you have the final suggestion. You have the chance to make your final decision. Even this our sister that is talking now is making a very big mistake. And this is applicable to every of them. She is demanding for a referendum here. You have already carried out referendum, self-referendum. And that referendum, that you are not part of it, then does not mean that you don't need to acknowledge it. That is the mistake people do make. Listen very well so you understand what I'm talking about. It's not only on her, even me that is talking. For example, now, some of you, like people in the US, that you did not participate in referendum, you hated PM so much, or now that Biafra has been redeclared, you were against it. Now that you realize, oh, this is the best to do. You don't need to start shouting, let us declare our freedom now. You don't need to start saying, let us declare our freedom now. Or, okay, let us bring referendum now. No. It has been done and dusted. That is what you should start on. It is now your duty is to not move to join them where they are. You don't need to start demanding to start from beginning again because we were not there when it happened. That is a very big mistake. If you can understand that people has moved on, we must not move on together. You decide to change, or now you realize, okay, this is my own day, don't break you. Now you want to act as if this is your own money. Good and fine. Join people that were waking up before you. Don't need to start demanding, okay, because the way you're going and you want to start talking about referendum, okay, non-declaration, as if those things have been done and dusted. And if you think, oh, it must be the way you want, listen. When now that we are talking about our own nation, listen, this is the first time you are saying that. Some people will be like, no, we still need to elect P2B to make it good, to make Nigeria work. And you have moved on. People will still come back tomorrow and ask you, oh, Vivian, we also need to ask our own freedom now. We need to also conduct our referendum. You yourself have conducted your referendum when you wake up. This is your own money. Other people will come. So how many referendum do you want? How many declarations do you want to do? You can declare multiple times, but for a reason, you have to try and get it done. Now that Biafra has moved on and you don't want to move with them, now that you have connected to the reality, maybe the reality has hit you now, you now know that this is what you're supposed to do. Keep quiet. Join your people for recognition. That is what I expect you to do. Credit to those of you that sneak in to join. Many of you are not joining. Credit to you, but don't use your platform like Vivian has done. Oh, when are you going to give us a referendum? Referendum or no referendum can only come. They will want to demand it if they want to talk about boundary. Listen. For example, now people like people of Bayelsa said now that, oh, we are Biafra. Oh, we are not Biafra. They will conduct the referendum within themselves. Or if they said, this is your referendum, self-referendum that you conducted is not actually clear for us. We have a lot of voices from the Southeast that say that. Then we now talk about referendum, general referendum. Okay? But it must come from them. Because you yourself have to hold on the referendum that you have done. Then when it comes from them, it's not going to be them conducting it. you have to give them requirements, and that requirement is America and Israel are gonna be the one to supervise it, not Britain, not France. Okay, not all these mushroom countries like Norway that we like to feed from where they did not cultivate. So we have to be very clear and blunt to that, because you cannot just allow them to pretend that you have not done anything and you are the one enabling it by saying that with your own mouth. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to me. So we have touched this one, and we are going to this one. So this will bring something to us, because I already know that they are not gonna change. They are unrepentant human beings, just like what Soludo is doing now, just like what Soludo is doing, and many of them. This person have a message for Soludo, but I think I'm gonna play it at last. Not for Soludo per se, but for everybody. Those of them that are saying, "Oh, Soludo pity us." Now listen. Another person made a publication, because Biafrans are writing on it from different angles. I have so many reactions, but I can only choose the one that I can use. You understand? He said this one. This person said the Yorubas are easiest, the most envious, hateful tribe in Nigeria, destroying the fabric of the nation. Tell me why three of them sat to write a history book for the entire nation, and even included one of the big, and even excluded one of the big three, but added two geopolitical region, most educated tribe, my foot. Living History Junior Secondary School 1. Okay? Living History for Junior Secondary School 1. And the author, you can see it here, boldly written, all Yorubas. Okay? Etisekuru, and Lajide, and T.E. Taiwo. These are people that wrote the book, and Minister of Education, of course, Yoruba. Just like the way they tried Martin American justice, everything Yoruba, President Yoruba. Okay? And Igbos are still sleeping, and what is the name of Obi Kobana is now Tinubu's getting one campaign in the eastern part. I have seen some people trying to defend. Oh, he was forced to. He was forced. I don't believe he was forced to. Forced as in what? Go and check Ibe to wait through hell. Innocent as well. As an Igbo billionaire or Igbo top business people, you have to pass through all this. And for you not to pass through it, for you to stop it, you have to support total freedom and disintegration of Nigeria. Without it, you are prolonging the doomsday. Hear this from this our brother.
I for Monday go down on social media and I say, Governor, His Excellency, Chukwu Masha Soludo, Yakampa justice with Messi, Ebendime marketing. When I say for what reason? Why I get you when you have to go to Tampa justice with Messi? On where can the marketing? The marketing, on where can family? Okay, their crime, Bunahana obey Monday sit at home. That is their crime. Or traders on the market, we have imposed Monday sit at home. Unu, Amaram here, yeah, you guys are being biased. I don't understand. Traders, market traders, are they the ones who are Monday sit at home? Let me understand. Because if we are being reasonable, the best thing I think the governor would have done or could have done to call the leaders of the market and we're roundtable discussion and meeting. Because number one, but no one will go if a course to the Monday sit at home. Abazian Katamalka, on where Kage Sigweme, on where Kage, not coming there, telling people not to open their shops for 1 week. Or once again, Yan primary school. On your late is Yanaba, on your Beraucasiana, Jabota parents. Does it sound nice to you? I'm around the kind of advisors you were around you. As a professor, on the advice I get with them, you take before. They say, no, a word discussion with the leaders of the market. Amali Fagen, Malu the solution. It's not what Nina convoy. It's not what Nina security. People are scared. They didn't before. Oh, you do something make a fan name. In the chair shop, and the mother lose. Many one why I name in a shop, why I name it for high or for the way BP. This kind of thing, guys, they are BP almost if I may have tomorrow. You, governor, will not do anything. You are our governor. We elected you. If I brought you, oh, we tell you it's not making sense. So some people coming to say tamper justice with Messi. If we have tamper justice with Messi, glory. Nyamadu bia na shop m obo na na ele anu madu agafu manu mu anwaze manu ebido ya bia biko tamper justice with Messi biko gba galu na manu mi ga unu be funny unu be very funny very funny bunch of jokers.
Now the question is, Tinubu and some Yorubas politicians are busy protecting their people. Sunday Igboho is there, and others. I've talked about this here. And in the eastern part, they are the one selling their own, making some. Masokano have been sentenced life imprisonment. PM is there, sentenced as well. They are all waiting for appeal. Now, our own people are busy to frustrate them, to push them to accept that we cannot leave Nigeria and not. And these people doing this thing are not actually doing anything to safeguard even that. Okay, let's assume that you are so bad that your political career is what you want. You don't want to bring any development. What about culture? You are selling even a culture. You are even destroying even culture and tradition. Like people's way of life. You are destroying our own way of life. That few Yorubas will gang up and write a book and bring it in the Eastern region, and you feel okay with it. I miss Chubokadibu. There are some Igbo politicians in the past. They are not good, they are not excellent, they are not best, but they are far better than what you have today. Now you will now have all of them are just Agidi, soft and weak. I'm not saying they should come through punch, but they don't talk like men. Few of them that want to talk like men, the weak one will set them out and destroy them politically. What you have now is a bunch of criminals. They don't bother, they don't think, they don't reason. Anything at all, they will all start peeing on their clothes. The only time they have strength is when it has to deal with their own people. Then you see them talking like a man. And the reason why it's like that because our people are not yet turning red eye on them. Our people have never started turning red. The moment you begin to turn red eye on them, it will go to reset their brain. I'm gonna end it here. Please let me know what you think. This is somehow bad and very, very irritating to me. I'm gonna end it here. Please, I want to use this opportunity to encourage you to like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you think about all of this discussed so far. The history book. What's your suggestion about the so-called history book? Normally, if these governors are to be man enough, they're gonna ban it in each of the states. Straight ahead. You can't bring it here. We have people who are sound in education to write history book. They don't want to restructure Nigeria. They don't want you to go free, and they will use your people to make sure that you will not get anywhere. What do you think you should do? If not to intensify your support to Biafran declared. Without it, you all will pay dearly, and your children will go up. Even the governors as well. Paying in sense in this regard is you paying allegiance to Yoruba land and Fulani. Because after this, Fulani are going to take over, right? So they will soon start using your people, your head, to do burial. Like they did in the olden days, using their own people. They will introduce it again because a lot of free head will come from the east. Take care of yourself and bye-bye for now.